Jack Welch, Macroeconomics Professor Strickland. Jack Francis Welch Jr., born November 19th, 1935, born in Peabody, Massachusetts. His childhood. Born to Jack Sr. and Grace Welch, Jack Jr. was an only child. He displayed his destiny to become a businessman at an early age, working as a paperboy, shoe salesman, and golf caddy, all while still attending school. He attended Salem High School, where he was a gifted athlete, playing sports like baseball, football, and hockey, all which he played with a great desire to win. College. Jack first attended the University of Massachusetts, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in Chemical Engineering in 1957. After graduating from UMass, Jack enrolled in grad school at the University of Illinois. Here he would receive his master's degree and Ph.D. in chemical engineering in 1960. Early career. In 1960, Welch joined General Electric as a junior chemical engineer in the plastics division. After working there for a year, Jack was hoping for a big raise. When the raise came, it was a lot less than he actually thought it would be, and planned to quit. Thankfully, he was persuaded by an executive, Reuben Guthoff, and agreed to stay. 3 years into working for the company, an explosion occurred in a factory building under which Welch was managing. This incident almost cost him his job. Luckily, Welch retained his job, and in 1968, after his continued hard work, he was promoted again to vice president and head of GE's entire plastics division, only 8 years after starting with the company as a junior engineer. More career. At the time, the plastic division was a $26 million operation. He oversaw the production and marketing of plastic products Lexan and Knurl, which were developed in the GE lab. Under his management, the plastic division grew rapidly. In 1971, Welch also became the vice president of GE's metallurgical and chemical divisions. His background as a chemical engineer really propelled him to be a great manager. Promotions. Through the 1970s, Jack was quickly promoted from one position to the next as his hard work and dedication continued to shine. In 1973, he was appointed as head of strategic planning for GE. Over the next 6 years, he would held this position, managing a portfolio of $2 billion worth of business. 1977, he was named VP and head of Consumer Products and Services. In 1979, he was named the vice chairman only 2 decades after joining the company, and rising through the ranks, he held one of the company's top positions. CEO. In 1980, it was announced Jack would succeed Reginald H. Jones as the CEO. At the ripe age of 45, Jack took over from his predecessor and in 1981 became the youngest chairman and CEO of General Electric. Leadership. Jack was a very straightforward leader, yet some of his firing practices could be quite brutal. It was also known that he could be quite strict on his employees, but that was because he wanted their very best. He implemented rank and yank, a management strategy in which the company ranks its employees against each other and terminates the lowest employee at the end of the ranking. This became very popular, and soon many companies were following and using this technique. Welch served 20 years as CEO from 1981 to 2001. During this time, the company's value rose 4,000%, and he was hailed as one of the greatest business leaders in U.S. history. Family. Jack married in 1959 and they had 4 children with his first wife, Carolyn Osborne. They divorced after 28 years in 1987. He married a second time to a lawyer, Jane Beasley. This marriage ended with divorce in 2003 when his wife found out about an affair with Susie Wetlaufer. Welch married Susie in 2004 and they are still married today. Awards and achievements. He was named Manager of the Century in 1999. Also, in 2005, his book Winning, which he wrote with his third wife Susie, became #1 on the Wall Street Journal's bestsellers list. What I liked about Jack Welch. His drive and determination really stuck out to me. When he first started at GE, he almost quit because he felt like the first raise was too low. He was determined to be successful and used this drive to start at the bottom and quickly rise to the top to become CEO at a very young age. Jack's work ethic also stood out to me because when he became CEO, he never got complacent and grew GE into one of the most successful companies in U.S. history. Net worth. Jack Welch received a severance payment of $417 million when he retired from GE in 2001, and today is worth an estimated $750 million. Sweet success.